Good morning, folks. How we doing today? It's Monday, March the 7th, as evidenced by our Google Classroom here. I don't have this written down in the right order. Hope you forgive that. But I do have our phonics page, our high frequency words page, our reading comprehension page, and before we get too far into this, let me edit this assignment because we're going to start with Moby Max. I know it's your favorite, but like I said before, I need 7 minutes to record everybody's level so I can keep accurate records on everyone's progress for what we're doing. Okay, so we got all that down. Let's talk about our phonics page, PH15A. Here we go. I know this annoys some of you that I colored my pages, but I like to color. What can I say? So we're still working with vowel pairs. Means you got two vowels at the same time that make one sound. In this instance, we're looking for the long E sound, the E sound. It can be done with two E's together, as in the word feet, or an E and an A, like the word leaf. Both of them give us the E sound. And unlike the AI-AY combo from last week, there's not really any one place you're going to find these. They go in the middle of the word. They can go at the end of the word. An EA can even be in the beginning of a word. So there's not really a hard and fast rule for which one's going to be which. Makes it a little bit trickier, but I trust you guys. I think you guys know what's going on. So we're going to say the underline, we're going to say the word, and then underline the two letters that had the long E sound. Of course, I made this copy from the digital page, so it had the circles to drag across, where it is on an actual sheet of paper, however. And yes, guys, I want you to do the paper versions, not the electronic versions. Apparently, there was some issue with that last week. Get the paper versions. Okay, they're on my desk. Miss Jacobs has them on my desk. We're going to underline. You can circle, as long as you acknowledge the two letters that have the long E sound. For example, in Jeep, we see EE. In peach, we have EA. Wheel. You guys circle the one that's appropriate for that one. What about in eagle? Where do we get our long E sound? Sneeze. I don't know if you can see this little kid playing peekaboo here, hiding in the door, but they're trying to peek, which literally gives us the E in peek. This lady is the queen. I don't know if that's Queen Elsa or if I should just let that reference go. It's up to you. That part of the face is that boy's cheek. Cheek. And if you've eaten any kind of bread this morning, it's because they've harvested wheat. You're circling the two letters that make the E sound, whether it's Jeep or peach. Now, we have three words down here at the bottom of the page. The E sound is what's there. You have to write the other letters around it. Number one is green. green. Like this boy's shirt is green. Put the letters that make green. Number 2 is treat. Treat. Sometimes a little candy bar makes a good treat. Treat. Number 3, sleep. Sleep. It's what we don't do in class. Sleep. That is a good treat. Okay, that's page 1. Our Phonics Page Ph 15a. Don't worry, that's tomorrow's. Next, we have high frequency words. That is a good treat. All right, sorry, I'm done. Our words for this week, we have across, different, forest, morning, only, river, summer, total, went, and wrong. So write a word from the box up here for each picture. This one should be kind of obvious because I've spelled the word right here in the sign, right? If it's the wrong way, which one of these words? Yeah. Number 2, those 3 wavy lines together. I call it in blue so they associate water with it. When you have water flowing in a special direction, that usually happens in a what? Like the Little Sandy, like the Ohio, like Four Pole. Well, I guess Four Pole's more of a creek. Anyway, tiger. It's a whole collection of trees together in one little clumpy area. Some people say you can't see this thing for the trees. If you're focused too much on the details and don't see the big picture. And number 4 should be kind of obvious, right? It's not looking for the actual number 8, but when you add 2 things together, or a whole list of things together, then you get you get the total, right? The sum equals the total. You add it all together, you get the total at the bottom. Yeah. So you got wrong, river, forest, total. Now, for section B, draw a line from each word in the top row to its synonym, similar word, means the same, in the bottom row. So what word means wrong? Okay, would it be unlike, some, over, incorrect, or woods? Yeah, wrong would go to incorrect. We have forest, total, across, and different. We already said that up here that the sum equals the total. You guys can do those other three. I did those examples with you. You guys can do the other three. Now we have 9 questions down here at the bottom, but 10 answers because number 9 has 2 words that fit that description. So we got our first, write a word that ends in Y. Look at the ends of your words. Find one that ends with a Y. And write that word where number 1 is. Number 2 is write a word that rhymes with bent. Bent. So it's going to have that same ent sound to it. Bent across. Bent river. Bent different. It's not different. And there's a lot more to the front of that word. That's not my favorite one. Bent summer. Bent forest. Bent total. Bent morning. Bent went. Bent went. Well, let's see if there's one that sounds any better. Bent only. Bent wrong. Okay, you guys make that call. Write a word that ends in ST. St, st, st. There's SS, R, T, R, S, T, L, N, G, N, T. We need the word that ends with ST. So you find it up in here, write it on that line. Write a word that has the word taught in it. Could be at the front, could be in the middle, could be at the end. Look and see if you see T-O-T in that order in any of these words. Do you see a T-O-T? Do you see a T-O-T? We're looking for the letters T-O-T. Write a word with 2 S's. You see where that has 2 S's anywhere in it? There's 2 R's, 2 F's, 2 M's, 2 T's, but they're separated. 2 N's, and they're separated. Find the word that has the 2 S's. Number 6, write a word that begins with WR. Since these are always in alphabetical order, I know my W is close to the end of my alphabet. I'm going to look down at this end for where it starts with WR. There's only going to be one word that has the W and the R to start the word off. We have one word that ends with ing, I-N-G. Find the word that ends with I-N-G. That one's O-N-G. See if you can find the I-N-G. For number 8, write a word with 2 F's. There's 2 S's, 2 R's. See if you find a word that has 2 F's. M's. There's 2 T's, 2 N's. If you can find that word, I would write it down right there for number 8. And 9 has 2 words ending with ER. They should be the only 2 words you haven't used yet, right? Should be. Ends with an Does that end with ER? Find those 2 words. When you write them in there, that's it for this page. Now we're flipping the page again. See, I didn't have these pages digitized on the last one. Last time we did this. They are now. So now these can be done online. But when you finish today's work, you will need to go back and get these pages from last week and do them. Okay? Just telling you. So here with this page today, we are classifying. And classifying just means putting, one more time, in English, putting items into categories based on similar characteristics. Like if we had peppermints and gumdrops and jelly beans and nerd ropes, they would all be candy, right? Yeah. So that's classifying. And can you tell me another candy that could go in that group? Yeah, M&M's could. Somebody said Skittles. Twix, yeah. So they're all candy. Okay, great. Well, we're going to go through here, and we're going to find they've given us 5 words. 4 of them belong in a special classification of things. 1 does not. We'll have to get rid of that 1, then replace it with another word. Okay? Examples they give. Apple pie, cookies, and ice cream. They're all classified as desserts. Where spinach would not. So we get rid of the spinach, and we could bring in cheesecake. Yes, let's do that. So number 1 is we have wren. Do you guys know what a wren is? It's a little small perching bird. Wren, sparrow, robin, eagle, and feather. Now, while birds have feathers, are feathers actually birds? No. So feather doesn't belong in that group. And you could choose any bird you want to. They chose a bluebird. You could choose Kentucky's state bird, the cardinal, if you want to. You can choose a raven, a condor, a peregrine falcon. If you remember our book from last year, My Side of the Mountain. All right. So that was the example they did for you. So here's one. I'm going to do one with you. Let you guys do the rest of them. Which one? Okay. I'll just do this one. I was looking to see if this one is any harder than the others, and they're kind of tricky, but not too bad. We have sofa, carpet, stool, bench, chair. Could they be things that are made of fabric? Possibly. What's a better one with sofa, stool, bench, carpet, and chair? Things you what? Things you sit on. Yes. Sit on a sofa, it's good and comfy. Sit on a stool. They're usually hard and wood. Sometimes you get some that are cushiony. Bench. There's hardwood benches, and then sometimes there's park benches. Sometimes there's upholstered benches. They're kind of squishy to sit on. And chair. Maybe it's a wooden chair. Maybe it's a rocking chair. Maybe it's your chair at your desk. And then there's carpet. We sit on all those things, but a carpet isn't really considered furniture, is it? Yeah. Well, those are built and designed to be sat on. Carpet's not really designed for it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take carpet out of my equation. Instead of carpet, what else is made for us to sit on? I mean, they kind of got most of it covered, right? Well, sofas and stools and benches and chairs. What else do you sit on? You sit on a couch. Yeah, it's another name for a sofa. I'm going to say you sit on a beanbag. You could say you sit on a couch. You could say that you sit on, I don't know, what really is there? A chair covers a whole bunch of stuff. What's not a chair is a stool. And for more than one person, a sofa, a bench, maybe a love seat. It's like a smaller couch. You sit in a swing. Like those big front porch swings. Yeah. Okay. So any of those will work. You're just going to choose one other thing to sit on. Now, here you have lettuce, salad, corn, broccoli, spinach. Now, that one may be a little bit trickier. Hmm. And I don't want to say anything while giving too much away, but some of those look like ingredients for another one, right? Individual pieces of a combination plate. I'm not going to go any more detail than that. If you guys can't figure it out, Miss Jacobs would be happy to help you. Number 4, we have pencil, chalk, crayon, pen, and drawing. Some of these things might be used to do the other one. Cross out the one word that doesn't quite fit. We have perch. That's it's a tall, skinny sea fish. Shark. You know what a shark is. Penguin, bass, and tuna. This one should be pretty easy to figure out. Cross out the one that doesn't belong and write in the name of another thing that would belong on that line. All right, for the bottom part, write a category name above each group of words. Then write a word of your own that belongs in each group. Blizzard, hurricane, thunder. Those are all what? Yeah, they're weather, but what kind of weather? Are they pleasant weather? No, they're dangerous weather, right? Emergency, severe weather. Good, good. I think I heard somebody say severe weather. So I'm going to write severe weather right here. Severe weather. Um, what is severe weather that we actually have to do a severe weather drill for twice a year. We have to go out to the hallway and sit down, crisscross applesauce, with our hands over our necks. That's right. Tornado. It's supposed to be an R and an N, that's not a tomato. Tornado. Ankle, shin, thigh. Let me get my dude here. All right. That will be ankle. The front part of the lower leg is your shin. Up here is your thigh. Those are all parts of what? Okay, so write that down. Parts of a leg. Give me another part of the leg right there. You make it up on your, well, don't make it up because there's plenty of parts in there you don't have to make up. So put another part of the leg right there on that line. Antenna, speaker, battery. You guys don't have this very much anymore because everything's all Wi-Fi and 5G. But this is how all your teachers used to have to listen to music when we were in middle school. Those are parts of a radio. You've ever seen a radio? You've seen radios in the car, right? I'll give you this one because it's not something you guys see all the time. Radios have like a little knob. When you turn the knob, it changes the station, changes the frequency. That's called a tuner. So I'm going to put a tuner in there. Not like a tuner fish. Not that's different than that. Okay. And then I will do this title with you, but you have to figure out the rest of it. Hockey, ice skating, bobsledding. What are those events? What are those things that you could do? They're definitely verbs. They're ways people compete with each other. If you do a lot of actions that compete with people, you're doing what? Sports. Good job. When do you do these sports? When do you play hockey? When do you go ice skating? When do you go bobsledding? Do you do those in the summertime? Yeah, not so much. It's in the winter, right? Those are winter sports. And we can even go one more than that. Because every 4 years, countries get together to do these. In fact, we just did them this year in China. Starts with the O, ends with Olympics. Winter Olympics. Winter Olympic sports. Okay. So I'm just going to say winter sports. That way you can do anything else and it's winter related, okay? All right. So you have to come up with one more part of a leg and one more winter sport. You guys get that? Then this page is done. Then you can turn it back into Miss Jacobs. Okay? Okay. I think that's it. I think you should enjoy yourselves and have a good rest of your day. Don't forget to get that Mobby Max done. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.